Oh, well, Hashem, he told the David, won't you go out and bring me lather? Well, Hashem, told the lather, won't you go out and bring me lather? Or bring him dead or alive. Lord, Lord, bring him dead or alive. Oh, well, the deputy, he told Elijah, till I ain't gonna mess with lather. Oh, well, the deputy, he told Elijah, says I ain't gonna mess with lather. Well, he's a dangerous man. Lord, Lord, he's a dangerous man. Then the high shed, we found lather. He was hiding in the middle of a mountain. Oh, well, the high shed found lather. He was hiding in the middle of the mountain. Oh, with his head hung down. Lord, Lord, with his head hung down. Then the high shaft, little lather, is a lather that come to a rescue. Well, the high shaft, little lather, is a lather that come to a rescue. They bring you dead or alive. Lord, Lord, bring you dead or alive. Then lather, she told the high shaft, says I never been arrested.
Actually, retirement is not as easy as it sounds. I've struggled with this since my wife retired a year ago. And in fact, one of the reasons, the only reason we weren't at the ceremony for this is we were in the Oregon coast with some of our retired friends. When we came here in '84, we had a number of friends that have continued to be friends. And they've enticed us over the coast to take a look at what retirement might be. As I took a walk with Russ Cantani and Gene Fuller, they assured me that there is life after professional life, and that's been real comforting. So I came back last week feeling good about my decision, and then I went and taught a class on Wednesday, and as I walked out, after getting all excited about my preparations, I always do, it's nice to know after 37 years of teaching, that's still fun. And I felt really good about the class, and as I walked back on the Greenbelt, I thought, this is my last class. I can't really do this. And as I was walking, I ran into Jim Gerber. And just like my other friends, he said, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So after really thousands of hours of working with students and absorbing a lot of pain in the process, I'm still reminded that the best part of working with students is their tremendous resilience, as it is with all of us. And so I will miss that. And I'll miss the classroom. I'll miss my colleagues. In fact, I think it was about a month ago I started cleaning out my bookshelves. And I ran across a book that I read when I was 30 years old, 30 years ago. And it was a book called Passages by Gail Sheehan. And I remember looking at the book and thought, before I retire, I'm going to look and see what she says about it. Because when I was 30 and I opened that book and I can remember it well, I picked it up for the first time in 30 years this morning and I could almost quote one piece. It was about the human being and their passages, their cycles in life. And she said this. she said that we're not unlike the hardy crustacean, the lobster. It has to grow from within. When it grows from within, it sheds its protective shield. And when it sheds that protective shield, it becomes yeasty and embryonic again, only over time to create a protective shield again. But the only way you can grow is to periodically shed those things that become comfortable to us. So that's what I'm going to be doing. In fact, I brought with me, this is what I read this morning. I didn't have time to read the whole book again, so I turned to the last page. Here's what she said. This is about me, but it's about all of us, because she says we go through these periodic changes all through our life, and if we don't adapt to them, we wither and die. She says this: it would be surprising if we didn't experience some pain as we leave the familiarity of one adult stage for the uncertainty of the next. But the willingness to move through each passage is equivalent to the willingness to live abundantly. If we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we are really not living. Growth demands a temporary surrender of security. It may mean giving up familiar but limiting patterns, change in your friendships, etc. As Dostoevsky put it, taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. The real fear should be the opposite, of course, and that's not taking a step. So I'm going to take a step, and I'll take it with my wife of almost 42 years now, and with my friends of many years that are retired, so Richard and I will have more time to fish together, etc. Gene and I will be fishing this Sunday, and I'll be coming back to play lots of racquetball, but I won't forget the people here. Windy City has been an awesome place to be and grow. We sent out an application or an announcement for replacement of my position, and I've told several people the same thing, and I believe that this has been a fabulous place for me to grow personally and professionally. And I think a lot of that is due to the people sitting in this room. So I appreciate it. Thank you.